As everyone gets ready to move their course content into Ultra, I wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks on using the new Ultra template. I'm going to make an EDUC 1300 class from my Ultra template. And the first thing that I would do is I would use auto-generate modules. It's going to make some modules based off of the title of the course, but I went to the ACGM and got the course description, so we're going to do that. Change it to units. I want the complexity high, and 4 units sounds great, so I'm going to hit generate. And as it generates, it's going to create titles and descriptions and the images. Titles in learning modules and folders is going to be incredibly important because now in Ultra, those things are searchable. So if we call it Unit 1, that's not helpful for students when they really know that they need more information about molecules or puppies or whatever it is. When these generate, you get to click and choose if you want to keep them. You can, of course, always edit them after the fact. So we're going to keep those 4. These are testable units, so I'm going to add my weeks into those. Whenever anything is copied over or created, it's always hidden from students, and then you get to go in and decide when we're going to make it visible. We're going to go in and add a Start Here module because we have to have those. We're going to leave the description blank for a minute. We definitely want it 4 sequence, so the students have to go through the folders and the information in order. We're going to use Unsplash, and it'll generate from the words that are provided in the title. You can crop that out and then save it. And then when you click on it, you can see that it drops down and it gives you a nice square here. That shows you that everything that's going to go in here is inside this learning module. And when you click, you can see that the arrows go up and down. You click your circle plus, and we're going to copy some content. This will list all of the courses that you have, and then you can select the pieces that you want to copy over. From our old template, everything that was above the line now goes in the Start Here folder. And in the Start Here folder, we're going to see that we have folders inside folders, and we don't have that many layers here inside Ultra. Inside Ultra, the learning module is kind of like a backpack, and then the folders go in the backpack. But as we see here, the backpacks don't fit in backpacks. So it'll stick this out here, and then you can move it and just drag those items up into here. And that's how you can rearrange some of those items, and you can just drag them easily. It'll tell you where you're putting them. And if I just want to throw them up there and I'll move them later, I can do that. Microsoft 365 information. And then I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to come and grab this description here, and that's what I'm going to use for my new learning module. So I'm going to edit that, pop that in the description, and I'll edit that in a minute. And then I can delete this because everything that was in there we already moved. And then we're going to do the same thing for the syllabus. There's a syllabus and schedule folder here, so I want these things to go up inside this. So I can hold it here, and then I can see when it drops down, and I can add things here, and I can see what order all of them are in, and we set this for 4 sequencing, so we can see that this is the way that students will see this information. So we're going to take the academic strategies out, and then we're going to delete the Start Here so we don't have 2 things that say Start Here, and then we can see as they move through, this is the order that they'll get these things. We'll continue to move these things around in a minute. And some of these things we don't need anymore because we're going to add in the link to our SPC policies. And then to get our weeks in here, we'll just come back here and we'll hit the plus and then add weeks 1 through 3 because we know that's what's kind of in this section. And then we'll do the same thing as we continue down. One of the things that I want to show you is this right here. This is where you can batch edit. When you batch edit, you can roll all of your dates forward. You can edit your visibility. And you can also delete items in batch. So if you copy a bunch of things and thought, oh, I already did that. You could go in and you can delete these. So if I want to go in here and edit all the dates, I can edit all of those right there. I can edit the current start date and hit the new start date. I can change them to a specific day and time. So if we get everything set, roll everything forward, and then realize that those last few weeks we need to change because of spring break, we can go in there and just do that now. Instead of doing every single one, we can batch edit those. Another thing that is helpful is this books and tools. So if you're going to use Cengage, Gradescope, anything like that, those things are found right over here under books and tools. We definitely want to turn our progress tracking on. When it says turn off, that's when it's already on. Another great feature is this analytics here. Once we have some students and some grades in these courses, week 3 of the semester, we're going to talk about gradebook and analytics and make sure that everybody has that all set up correctly. But tips and tricks here, just some easy ways to do these things. Hope that helps.